Hey ladies, welcome back to Beauty from A to Z. It is a rainy, gloomy, yucky day outside, but that's okay. It's bright and shiny and happy and exciting in here because it is that time of the month. Ew. Well, it is. It's the time of the month again where I'm going to do my monthly favorites for the month of March. So as always, I don't want this video to be 12 years long, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Oh, but before I do, what do you think of my new background? My boyfriend and I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I got a couple complaints about my other background, saying it was a little too graphic and it was kind of distracting. So let me know what you think of this one. Leave your comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I like having some kind of pattern in the background, something sort of going on. The color of this room is this yucky orange color, and we do plan to paint it, but until then, I like putting fabric. I'm an interior designer, if I've never mentioned that on this channel before, so fabric is kind of my thing, so I like having a pretty fabric in my background. Anyway, just let me know if you like it, okay? Now, let's get into the favorites. First, I'm just going to start out with a foundation. I did mention this recently in my Drugstore Gems video. I believe that's the one I talked about this in. But it's the foundation that I've been predominantly using every day for the month of March. And that is my Wet n Wild Coverall foundation. I have it in the shade Medium, and I have just absolutely been loving this. It's, like I said, been my everyday foundation. This was a complete surprise to me. It's a fairly new find, but I love the formula. I think it wears beautifully. I think it lasts throughout the day. My skin is very dry, as I've mentioned here before, and this is a really, I think it's almost like it is a cream foundation. So it's a thicker sort of formula, but it's still very wet. It blends in really nicely. And I don't put any sort of powders or anything on top of my foundation. I set my concealer, but not my foundation. And I've just been loving this. I think it's definitely medium, but you can build it up to a full coverage. I am wearing it today. I just love it to pieces. I think it's great. It's like $4.50, maybe even a little less than that. Super cheap. And I just think it's a great, great find for a foundation from the drugstore. So if you have dry skin and you haven't tried this, I would highly encourage you to go out and give it a try. Alright, next the concealer that I've been using mostly every day for the month of March. This is something, again, I think I mentioned in that same Drugstore Gems video, but it's my Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. It just comes in a tube like this. I have it in the color 230 Fair/Light. They had quite a few colors if I do remember correctly. But this is a nice creamy concealer. I like my concealers to be a little brightening as well, so I can sort of highlight and conceal at the same time. I use this under my eye to conceal under my eyes to conceal my dark circles, as well as highlighting the rest of my face, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, etc. But it's just an excellent concealer. I think it works really well. It wears throughout the day. It doesn't crease on me. I do set it with a powder, which I'll get into in a moment, but I think it's really excellent, and for an inexpensive drugstore concealer, I think it's hard to find a really great concealer from the drugstore, and I've just been super thrilled with this one. So like I said, I believe both these products I just mentioned are in my Drugstore Gems video, which I will link in the description box down below if you're interested in checking that out. But totally for the month of March, every day in the morning, these are the two things I reach for my face. Now this next product is kind of funny, I think. It's a product that I think we've all seen before, whether in our mothers or our grandmothers even. Bear with me. Makeup collection. It's been around forever, since 1935, it says right on the box. But this is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and it just looks like this. I've seen this in Walgreens, that's where I got mine, and Walmart. It's been around forever. It's always kind of just hidden down in the shelf somewhere, but they've been carrying it for years and years and years and years, and there's a reason. Like I said, I have dry skin, so I usually don't set my entire face because it always ends up looking cakey and it goes into my fine lines, etc., etc. But I was watching a lot of reviews on YouTube, and a lot of people were talking about this and saying how much they absolutely love it. So I went to get it, and it was just kind of sitting around my vanity. Like I said, I don't set my makeup every day, but I don't know, I was really intrigued by it, and a lot of people said it worked great for them. So I'm trying to figure out exactly the best way that I would be able to use this. And then I was watching another YouTube video, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but oh no, I can't remember her name. I just recently subscribed to her. But she has dry skin, very similar to mine, and she has some great videos about makeup for dry skin. So I was watching a few of hers, and she had this suggestion of or it might have been Goss Makeup Artist, I'm not sure. But regardless, their suggestion for dry skin was when you, I always, for my concealer pretty much every day, I blend it in with my Beauty Blender, which is a favorite of mine every month, to be honest with you. And they said if you have dry skin, after you blend your concealer or whatever out with your Beauty Blender, while it's still damp, take a loose powder, not a pressed powder because that'll just cake right up. Take a loose powder, dip in the Beauty Blender, and then set your under eye concealer with that same damp Beauty Blender. Which in my mind, I just completely would never thought of using a damp sponge with a loose powder for setting. I don't know, just in my head that wouldn't naturally work, but I was very intrigued, so I thought I would give it a try. And ever since I've tried it, that is hands down what I do every single day. It works amazing, and it enabled me to find a use for my Coty Airspun face powder. What I do is I've been taking my Rimmel Matte Perfection Concealer, blending it out underneath my eyes, then the powder comes like this. It's got this little puff, and it's got a really strong smell. If you smell it, it smells like everybody's grandmother. I mean, it's just a smell we've all smelled before, but it's very fragrant, very strong. But I just tap a little bit of it out into the cap like that, and then I take my damp sponge, the same one that I use for my concealer, and I just dip a little bit of it in, getting it on the sponge just like that, and then I set my under eye concealer. And it just blends in so nicely. There's still a little bit of moisture left in the Beauty Blender, so it makes the powder almost seep into your skin even more. It makes it last throughout the whole entire day. I just couldn't wait to share this technique with you guys because it's changed my makeup routine. I think it's ingenious. I wish I would have known about it years ago, but it's just been working fabulous for me. And using this Coty Airspun face powder with that method with my damp Beauty Blender has been fabulous. So I just discovered this during the month of March, and it has absolutely been my top favorite thing for the whole month. So if you have dry skin, give this a try. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. It is amazing, awesome. Love it. Like I said, it's changed my routine. Loving this product and loving that technique. So this next product is one I know we all have in our medicine cabinet or bathroom or what have you, but I've just been using it in a different way. And again, this is kind of a technique more than an actual product. Well, it is. Let me just tell you, it is my Petroleum Jelly, my Vaseline. Now, I have very short, straight eyelashes, and I would love to grow them and have them be long and luscious and just like we all would. So I was, again, searching YouTube for videos and advice and tips and tricks for longer, fuller eyelashes. And I came across a ton of videos that said Vaseline. Take your Vaseline at night, put it on your eyelashes, and go to bed. So I've been doing that for about a month. I just take a little bit on the tip of my finger. I put it on my eyebrows as well, actually. My eyelashes, I kind of coat the top, the bottom, and the lower lash line. Go to bed. When I wake up in the morning, it's perfectly dry. But I have definitely noticed a change in the length and lusciousness of my lashes. It is 100% making a difference. One that I can actually tell. I've been super thrilled with it. I've also been trying to grow out my eyebrows a little bit and rehab them. I actually have just kind of let them be for maybe 2-3 months now. Last night was the first time I did a little plucking, a little grooming, but they were so much longer. And with your eyebrows, you kind of like grow a hair here, and then you'll grow one here, and then one will come in here, and then one will come. So you just kind of have to completely leave them alone if you want them to sort of fill in. Mine were a little too thin for me. And it's definitely helped. And as far as my eyelashes go, I completely, when I'm putting on my mascara in the morning, they look so much longer and they just feel thicker and healthier. So I've been using the Vaseline, and after the Vaseline, I take a little drop of olive oil as well, and then I put that on my eyebrows and my lashes too. So I don't know if it's the combination of the two also that's worked wonders for me, but I think the Vaseline, even if I just use that by itself, it's really amazing. The olive oil is kind of just like a natural conditioner, so I think that helps with the health of the actual hair of the brows and the lashes, so I use that in conjunction with the Vaseline. But give it a try. Let me know if it works for you. It's done great things for me. I'm going to continue to do it in my nightly skincare face routine. But I just had to share it with you because I think it's a great tip and it's really worked for me. The next product I have is actually a eyeshadow base, and it is from Essence, and it's called the I Heart Stage eyeshadow base. And this was really cheap, like $2.99 I want to say. I got it at Ulta, and it's like a flesh toned base. It just looks like that. You can kind of see it there. But you blend it out, and it's awesome because it's not the kind of eyeshadow base that's clear like an Urban Decay Primer Potion. I recently got the Rimmel eyeshadow base. It also gives you some coverage for the veins and kind of discoloration on your eyelid. And it's an awesome base for the eyeshadows. It almost gives you a sort of tacky sort of lid surface. So when you put your shadow down, they just stick right to it. They last all day. So this was a pleasant surprise, and I've been using it daily for the month of March. So if you're looking for a new eyeshadow base, definitely give this one a try. Love it. For eyeliner, we'll just finish up the eyes right here. I found a new eyeliner that I've actually really been enjoying, and this is the Milani Eyetech Perfection Liquid Liner, and it comes in this weird packaging. It looks like this, and the end just sort of comes up, and you have this really fine pointed felt tip. And I was kind of unsure. I mean, I wanted to get it just because of the felt tip. It was so nice and pointy, and I love felt tips for winged liner. But the packaging I was kind of unsure about, but it's honestly really ergonomic, and it's been working really great for me. You just kind of hold it like this, and then take the actual tip and sort of just do your wing liner. It makes it super easy. A lot of times in the mornings I skip the winged liner because I'm kind of in a rush and I gotta get out the door, and it usually takes me a long time to really perfect that line and get it exactly how I like it. But I've been doing winged liner in the morning because with this particular product, it just makes it quicker and easier, and I can just do it and move on with my routine without spending a ton of time on my liner. It's super black. It definitely lasts throughout the day. I've really been enjoying it, and it's definitely been my liner for the month of March. So if you're interested in a new liquid liner with a felt tip, give this a try. You might be surprised. I've been really liking it. Now I just have a few face products. First is for blush, these new Kardashian Beauty Radiant Ombre blushes. This one is in the color Torch. It just looks like this. You kind of get a 3-in-1 sort of product here. The darkest shade, mid-tone, and sort of a highlight. But when you rub them all together, you just get this really pretty, glowy blush. It's right above the eyeshadow base there. This light isn't doing it any justice. But I've been loving them. I got it at Ulta. It was in sort of the new products section in the back wall. And they had maybe 6 or 8 shades, and I definitely want to go back and get some more. I've really been enjoying this blush, and I think the coloring and the sort of glow it gives to your cheeks, it's perfect for spring. So, been loving this blush. Then this product I mentioned in my Fresh Pine Freakout. I will link that video down below as well. But it's these new hard candy trios. It comes with the bronzer, highlight, and blush. And this is definitely, I got 2 of them so far, but this has definitely been my favorite out of the 2. I mean, I love them both, don't get me wrong. But this is the one in 3 strikes, so you get that hot pink color, the bronzer, and the highlighter. And in particular, I mean, I've been wearing the blush and bronzer a ton as well, but this highlighter, I've just been loving. It's pretty much been my daily highlighter for the month of March. I've really been enjoying it. I'm wearing it on my face today, if you can see it. Like I said, it's kind of gloomy outside. The lighting's not the best right now. But again, if you want to learn more about these, I'll link that video in the description box. And if you see these at Walmart, try them. They're like $9. And I think they're gonna blow up when people start to find these because they're just awesome. My last face product is from Maybelline. It's their Master Highlights. These new products they just came out with this spring. And they have some lighter shades, some darker ones. I have another one in Nude. But this one I've just really been liking. It's called Deep Bronze, I believe. Yeah. And it's just this really gorgeous bronzy terracotta sort of color. You can see it right there. I'm actually wearing it on my cheeks today. Really, really pretty. I just kind of swirled all the colors together there. But when you dip your brush in it, you can, all the squares come back out and you can see everything a lot better. But you have that deep sort of maroon sort of color, a bronzy sort of color, a highlight color, another sort of brown terracotta sort of color. It's really beautiful. I want to try more of these for sure. I think the next one I'm going to get is the coral one, but I love the formulation. They give you a really nice sheen, but it's not overpowering. These have been really great. Okay guys, we're almost done. So for the lips, there has been a lipstick that more than any other lipstick I've been wearing this month, and I mean a certain brand. And that is the Rimmel Moisture Renew lipsticks. Love these. They're super rich and creamy. They have great pigmentation and coloring. They have a huge array of shades. I talked about these a little bit in my Walgreens haul that I did recently. I will link that down below as well. But I've just absolutely been loving these. I've been switching up the shades, but wearing these a ton for the month of March. I'll just show you some of the shades I have here. This one is called Vintage Pink, and it's just sort of a mauve-y, dusty rose sort of color. That's Vintage Pink right there. This next one I have here is Let's Get Naked. Oh, this one has been one of my favorites. It's like a nudie peach sort of color. Especially for spring, I love these sort of colors. That's it right there. Let's Get Naked. Then this one, when I'm in the mood for like a bright lip, I've been absolutely loving this. This is Back to Fuschia. This hot pink, corally sort of color. Really pretty. Oh, that looks so pretty. I love that so much when you're looking for a bright, springy lip. And then this is one I've had for a while, but I just can't get enough of. I'm actually wearing this on my lips today, and this is Nude Delight. A gorgeous, gorgeous nudie color. I feel like there's some hints of coral in there too. That's it right there. So pretty, just absolutely loving that. And also another favorite I've had for the month for lip gloss, another Rimmel product. That's what I'm wearing on top of Nude Delight right now, is this Rimmel Show Off Lip Lacquer. I think these are a fairly new product too, but they are so awesome. This one is like, it's in the color Luna, and it's another sort of corally color, perfect for spring. Absolutely been loving that. That's it right there. So gorgeous. They feel nice and thick on your lips. Really awesome. So that's it for makeup. The last thing I have is a hair favorite, and it is the L'Oreal Sleek It Iron Straight Heat Spray. And it looks like this. This is from a new line of hair products from L'Oreal in my February favorites. I had the Boost It High Lift Creation Spray, which I just ran out of. I gotta go get a new one. I've been using that one so much. But I needed a new heat protector, so I was excited to see that they had come out with one. I really like the packaging on this. Love the spray bottle as well. The top, it gives you a really nice spray. I think this product smells really good, and it does a great job of protecting my hair, basically. I put it on before I curl or straighten my hair, and it just makes the whole process go a lot easier. It makes my hair feel a lot slicker and thicker and protected. But I just think it works great, and I think it's fairly inexpensive, $5 or $6, and you can get it on sale. It goes on sale all the time. But for the month, I found this in the month of March, and I've just been using the heck out of it, so I wanted to tell you guys about it. Alright, so that's it. That is all my favorites for the month of March. I hope this video wasn't too long. Sometimes I just get carried away going on and on about all these products, but I just want to tell you about them, you know what I mean? That's why I'm here, and that's why I'm doing this. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And I always forget to mention this, but find me on Facebook. It is Beauty from A to Z, just normal spelling, and that's my username on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. So go find me on there. I'm constantly uploading things, and I love interacting with you guys. So go find me on there. Like I said, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I put out at least one video a week, and leave your comments down below. Let me know what your favorites are for the month of March. I would love to hear some new scoops on some great products. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.